Hey guys, welcome to the video. Side Order released pretty recently and it came with variations of normal Splatoon 3 weapons. Except all of them kinda got hard nerfed. Their damage is worse, their pain output is not great, its strafing speed is worse. There's a lot of things that happen to these weapons. But today, I'm here to answer. What is the worst of the worst? What is the worst weapon in Splatoon 3's Side Order? Keep a few things in mind when I'm talking in this video. First, this discussion will not be counting any color chips, hacks to your main weapon, the vending machine sub and special changes, or the colored chips that affect your main weapon. Also keep in mind that since this DLC is pretty new, not everything is stone cold facts. But now, let's start. If you like this video at any point and want to see more Splatoon 3 stuff from me, consider dropping a sub. It helps me out a lot. Before we go over the worst weapon in Side Order, I'm gonna go over the two runners up for this list. First, I'm gonna start with the Order Dualies. To me, this feels like a worse shooter. First, the RNG on this weapon is a little bit worse, which is automatically not a great sign for any weapon in this DLC. And the one dodge roll just feels way worse. It's also more ink hungry, which is not helpful. And the damage just feels a little bit worse than the shooter. But after hearing all of this, why is this not at the bottom? Well, that's because of the kit. Now, the Curling Bomb and Reef Slider have a real reason to be picked on some stages, and can be helpful in some circumstances, which is why it's not at the bottom. Next up now is the Order Stringer. Now, the vanilla Stringer already in a competitive environment is not that great, and the same thing kind of applies here. Stringer is just not a great weapon right now, and with the weapon toned back even more, I think it's one of the worst weapons in Side Order. But the reasons why it's not the worst is because the kit can also be used in some pretty good situations. Toxic Mist just seems okay right now, and Killer Whale is actually pretty good. So even though the main weapon is not great, especially with the nerfs, it still does have a reason to be played. Alright, enough stalling. The worst weapon to me in Side Order is the Order Blaster, and here's why. It's a Lunar Blaster, which is also another weapon that's not great right now, even worse than the Tri-String you could say. And not to mention, the kit is just really outclassed by many more kits and weapons in Side Order. Curling Bomb is pretty mid due to most of the other bombs being better, and Wave Breaker is one of if not the worst specials in Side Order, once again due to much better options. Wave Breaker was never great to begin with currently, and it's only used in very niche areas of the game. At least the Tri-Stringer has some good synergy, which was one of the things the vanilla Tri was good with, and at least in Side Order it has an okay reason to be picked. Order Luna is just really difficult to use and the kit is really mid, which to me makes it the worst Side Order weapon. But I want to know, what do you think the worst weapon is in Side Order? Let me know down below. Thanks for watching and I'll see y'all next time.